the 20th. So that's a 2-day relationships and mediation and partnerships and friendships and romantic relationships and just everything dealing with other people. It's 2 is with when 1 and 1 comes together, right? So 20, you reduce it, 2 plus 0 is 2, but 0 is actually, it's interesting. 0 is not a number in classic Pythagorean numerology. It's the void, but not the Western concept of the void where it's complete emptiness. There's absolutely nothing in there. It's actually the opposite. It's the Eastern version of the void. It is everything all at once before it manifests, before it takes shape. That's what 0 is. So that's the Fool in tarot. And when 0 is next to a number, it's amplifying the energy of that number. So 500 is 5 amplified twice. 20, like today, the 20th, 2 amplified. So really a lot about relationships. And because that's all over the map, I pulled a card for that. I like, okay, what is it that we want people to focus on today? So I got the 8 of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. Hard at work, making the widgets. 8 is also a number of abundance. So this is talking about, okay, it's the beginning of the work week for a lot of people. And this is work. Okay, so it's more work relationships. All right. And it's, how to get more abundance, right? So, and it really is one of my favorite cards. Love that. Awesome sauce. So I just love the pattern on this particular version of the card too. I'm such a geek. Anyway, so I'm thinking for a lot of you, it's going to be more about work relationships, business partnerships. It can also be if you have a business and your relationships with your clients as well. Okay. And so I pulled some more cards here on this. Oh, and by the way, the entire date reduces to 3. So that's that communication and creativity number. So the hint there is to use some creativity in your communication with people that you're involved with that somehow involves your career or your work. Okay, so if you're dealing with that on this fine Monday here, I got the Ace of Swords. Thoughts and ideas are swords. So Ace is the beginning of the suit. It is all the potential and possibility. It's new beginnings. Look for new ways to communicate. And I think this is going to make things run smoother for you. That's kind of what I'm getting there. And when I cut the deck to the heart of the matter, I got the Justice card, card 11, which again is a 2. That's right. And, mediation, dealing out justice, things like that. Notice that justice also has the single sword, like the Ace of Swords, right? So whatever's going on with this and you're in a relation with coworkers, business partners, your clients, your boss, your coworkers, any of this stuff, that's how you're going to get to the justice, really, is to look for a new, fresh idea, how to interact with them, use your creativity and communication. So that's what I got for the cards of the day, and that is the numerology of the day as well. Awesome sauce. So before I go back to the chat and see what's going on, who else has popped in? Kamlesh, Timesha. I think Timesha's been in there before. or is it Timsha or Timisha? I'm sorry, I forgot now. You told me how to pronounce it. Now I can't remember. Oh, thanks, Mel. Mel put in there, oh, 11 equals 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's right. That's how justice is 2. It's also a master number before we reduce it because it's an 11. So it's the master illuminator number. And, you know, if you think about justice and judicial proceedings and things like that, you want illumination, right? And you know, they used to have the numbers switched. I think with strength, it was strength became 11 and 8 was justice. But I'm glad they kind of rectified that with the newer deck. It actually started with the Waite Smith deck, and Waite actually called his deck the rectified deck. So he took tarot and he rectified it, you know. Anyway, is that even a word? Anyway, but so I think it was with Waite when he switched those numbers, and a lot of the decks since have kept that because they're just cloning or copying, you know, the your Waite Smith, you know, general imagery or concepts and so forth. It was, you know, one of the first decks that ever had images on the pips. Although Mary, if Mary was here, she would tell you that she thinks they stole that from Solabuska. Anyway, but it makes so much more sense. 8 is abundance, and 8 being the number of the strength card, and 11 being the number of justice, especially when we're dealing with, you know, two or more parties in a judicial proceeding, or, you know, even if it isn't that intensive, it's just, you know, mediation or relations between people, you know, things like that. There has to be at least 2, you know, so it just makes a lot more sense. And then 11 being the master illuminator number. Yes, indeedy. Uh, and speaking of all this, you know, I know a lot of people come in for readings and so forth, and just to hang out and so forth like that. But if you want to learn this stuff, okay, you can take my course, but you can just join the guild and hang out and come to all of our free workshops and things like that. Oh, by the way, I gotta get this out right now so I don't forget, and also so it's fresh in everybody's minds. And while people are, you know, here in the beginning of the live, that I want to let everybody know that we do have a workshop coming up this Sunday, a free workshop with the fabulous certified tarot master Corby Mitleid. That's right, Sunday, March 26th. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern US time. I think UK will have sprung forward by then if they're still changing their clocks, 5 hours ahead of New York. So it should be 8 p.m., but I don't know if that's true because we're kind of in flux right now with the changing of the times. A few days ago, New York was only 4 hours ahead, but it's usually 5. So 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern in the US. And there's the bit.ly link right there, bit.ly/workshop 0326 2023. I put that in the chat for you guys. If you scroll back to the very top, you'll see free workshop coming up this Sunday, and there's the link. Click on that. You'll be able to get access to the Zoom link to join us free. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So, one thing when you get there, and it's going to explain about, you know, I have all the times, and it's going to explain about the workshop, and there's a link, I think, to Corby's page, so you can check Corby out and everything. But when you go to get the Zoom link, you have to have signed up on the Tarot Guild website. It's free to sign up on the website. You get a free profile on the website. And so when you click on to be taken to the post that has the actual Zoom link. If you're not signed in, or if you haven't joined and signed in, it's going to prompt you to sign in or join. There's a little thing at the bottom and click join. So make sure you're signed up on the website first and signed in. So go over to thetarotguild.com, and at the top of any page, just you'll see sign up, sign in. Just press sign up. You can use your social media accounts. I was having some trouble the other day with Facebook. I'm not sure if that's working right now. I'm still working on that. But there's LinkedIn, and I'm trying to remember all the ones, Twitter, Google, but you can also just use your email address and a password. Do it the old fashioned way. So sign up and sign in, and then when you go to that link, you'll be able to click to get the Zoom link, and you'll be taken right in there. And you can join us for free on Sunday, and it's right after Sharona's show. So Sharona's show is going to be what 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So it's an hour before. I'm sorry, her show's an hour before. It's an hour. The workshop, God, I cannot talk. The workshop is an hour after Sharona's show. So you can tune in for her show, and then at the top of the hour, you can hit that Zoom link and join us in the Zoom. You can also come in a little early, because I typically have it open at least 20 minutes, if not a half hour, before we start the workshop, so we can all come in and do a meet and greet and so forth. By the way, Sharona's show, Magic Universe, she's having on Heather Hardison, author of her new book, We Divine 3, and she'll also be doing free tarot readings as well on Sunday, March 26th. All righty. So let's see what's going on in the chat here.